And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Marvel's She-Hulk, Season 1, Episode 7. Now, in this episode, some spoilers alert, so if you have not seen this episode, go back, watch it, come back and watch this, because this was a pretty okay episode. Nothing too major happened, except towards the end, but, you know, it was still a fun episode. And no, there was no Daredevil, so we did not see Daredevil magically appear in a parking lot. So, if you want to see that, that's probably next week or the last. I'm telling you, it's either going to be that one last shot at the next week's episode or the last episode, which is 9. So, yeah, start crying now if you only care about that. Anyway, so in this episode, Jen decided to start dating. She met that guy at the wedding, and they started to hook up, and then, you know, the couple went on a couple of cute dates, and, you know, we thought they were going to be together forever, until Jennifer started getting ghosted. Yeah, that's right, she got ghosted, folks. She kept waiting, she kept checking her phone, she wasn't sure what's going on, she wasn't sure what's going on, she just thought, okay, maybe he's busy, I'll check back later. She became very weird at the point where she's like wondering, okay, did this guy literally just, like, what happened? Did I do something wrong? You know, because they did eventually hook up, and nothing happened. We don't know what happened to him. You know, there was speculation that he could have been, maybe he got kidnapped, maybe he was bad guy. We'll get to that at the end of this episode, but then she gets a phone call, and she's thinking it's him. Of course not. She finds out that the parole officer for Abomination, his ankle monitor thingy, or his collar or whatever that thing, he has a bracelet on it. I ankle it, the ankle thing that criminals have to wear. So when they're on house arrest, so his alarm goes off. Cops are like wondering, okay, did he escape? Did he transform into Abomination again? So Jen gets the phone call. Hey, we need to go check this out. You need to be there. You're his lawyer. So she goes to go check out. It was a malfunction, apparently. And when you find Abomination, you think it, okay, maybe he escaped. Maybe something, maybe he's about to escape or something. And the guy is running a retreat. I guess a find yourself retreat kind of way, where he's got a bunch of people there who are trying to find their identities in a way. You have one guy who's a porcupine, literally wearing a porcupine suit, which, by the way, was like the best part of the whole episode. A guy dressed up as a pirate, or maybe a musketeer looking character, a Matador bull guy, so there is that. And of course, Jen shows up and trying to figure out. And a vampire. There was actually a vampire in this episode. So, Marvel's starting to introduce the vampires into the MCU. So that's something. And they all start talking. And then Jen starts to get involved with it. And she starts opening up about the fact that, having two lives is starting to, like, she doesn't know how to balance it, doesn't know what to do. She likes this guy, and he likes her as Jen, and she starts to feels, special with that. But then when she turns to She-Hulk, she feels like there are people who only like her because she's She-Hulk, and she's not sure what she should do. The guys give her advice. We even get one guy in this episode who was one of those, the Wrecking Crew, I think, the guys who were trying to take her blood in I think it was episode 3, if I remember correctly, or 4, one of them. Anyway, he shows up there too. He needed some help, and then Blumsky's just giving everybody advice. And they all open up to Jen, and Jen starts to feel comfortable and a little bit more open-minded about who she's supposed to be, and who, she should love herself as, not only as Jen, but also as She-Hulk as well, and embrace both, characters of herself. And I thought the episode was pretty cool of doing that, so I thought that was pretty fun. My one problem with this episode was the fact that, this episode I feel like this episode should happen, like, in the early episodes, only because we're at that point now where there's only 2 episodes left, and there's a lot of stories still to be told, and we still haven't gotten it yet. So I just wondering, are they gonna rush the last 2 episodes just so we can get to the main, like, what's going on? 'Cause remember, there was some people who were trying to attack her to get her blood, and we still don't know more information about that. And then we get that information towards the end when we find out that the boyfriend was literally sleeping with her just so we get her blood. So who's he working for? We still don't know. Is he working for the leader? Is he working for Abomination? Maybe Abomination's behind it. Who knows? Does Daredevil know something? Maybe he's Kingpin. Maybe that's why Daredevil is going to be showing up to help her out. To, keep that from, spreading or whatever. Or them weaponizing her blood to make other Hulk monsters. Where is Banner? We still don't know what happened to him. Are they going to leave him out of this for the rest of the show? It's only time would tell. But, yeah, I thought the episode was okay. I still enjoy the show. I'm really liking it. Personally, I really don't care if we see Daredevil unless for 5 minutes. I really don't care. Because honestly, to me, when I want to see Daredevil in the MCU, I'm waiting for him to show up in his own show to be the real, true opening act for him, instead of him flipping with the old school costume, which doesn't, looks cool, but I don't want him to remember as the first time we saw him in the MCU was in a parking lot. Unless he's gonna fight and do some cool things, then awesome. Then I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah, can't wait for that to happen. Which, if that's next week or the 9th episode or whatever. But if he's just gonna show up for 5 seconds, that's gonna be just a waste of opportunity. But whatever. We worry about that when we worry about that. But so far, I'm loving the show. I think Jennifer is like the coolest character. And also, the only other thing I don't like about the show is Abomination. I'm starting to feel that Disney/Marvel are punishing Universal because apparently they own the rights to the Hulk still. And they're like, they won't give Hulk rights back to Marvel. So I feel like, you know what? Marvel's like, you know what? You won't give us back Hulk. We're going to make him Hulk. We're going to make Hulk and Abomination stupid characters. I don't know. Because Hulk is the Hulk somewhere in space. And Abomination is doing yoga retreats. So, go figure. So, I don't know what they're doing with those characters. I really wish we got Abomination fighting She-Hulk or something. Be a bad guy again. No wonder he's not a part of the Thunderbolts. Because honestly, I'm not liking Abomination in this show. That's my only negative about this show. That I really don't like Abomination. But what can you do? So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more, and thank you very much. And have a good day.